Hello and welcome to Let's Play campaign. Today we will continue developing our city in Pax Romana. Let's jump to the game. So in the previous mission, or rather previous video, we captured a new island. We have set up the basic population there on that island, and we wanted to start exporting mackerel as soon as possible, and which we've done. Now the aim of this game will be to reach 90,000 denarii because we need that much to capture the new island. Without that, we'll not be able to fulfill all the needs that our citizens have. So let's do a quick recap. So we had captured the island of Tabula Rasa, and in Tabula Rasa we have basically set up the production for mackerel, and mackerel is something which was essential for our garum, and our citizens now should be having
Soap smells of
garum.
pure fresh lavender.
So let's check. So yes, garum need is completely fulfilled. So we have taken care of the food needs 100%, public service 100%, fashion is also 100%. Now the only thing which remains is the household need, which is olive oil and amphorae. Now for both olive oil and amphorae, we basically need to capture a new island, and that island will be this, because on this island, if you see, there is resin fertility, which is essential to make amphorae, and olive fertility, which is essential to make olive oil. However, to capture this island, we need 90,000 denarii, which is a lot of money. Currently, we are at 53. So the aim will be to make our balance even better. So currently it is 1100, and you can see we are losing money in some places which we can improve. And once we do that, if it is at around 2000, then that will bring us in a very good position. We also are using our main ship, which is
The gladiola, the sword lily, a gift from my mother, and the best ship ever built.
so we're using a flagship for trade rather than using a trade ship because we have research ongoing for trireme. We've already made one ship for our trade. So the idea is, as soon as our research is done, we will start using this ship for trade, and we will assign a trireme for the as an escort to protect from the pirate. So now let's see how we can make our economy a bit stronger. So first is we can look at signs like this. So this does not seem to have sheep, although sheep is right here. So then let's check if there is, so Brixia and always sort by consumption. So let's check what is it that we are having less and what can be improved further. Now mackerel is something which we are importing, so not a problem, and amphorae is something which we are yet to establish, so that is also not a problem. So then you can see in terms of the need of our citizens in Brixia, rest everything we are taking care of. And let's check Tabula Rasa as well. So Tabula Rasa also everything is in a good place. And yeah, so in terms of immediate need, we don't have any. We still have the concern of fire safety, which is at minus 416. Now this we can only improve once we go to the next citizens, which then brings in the aqueduct, and aqueduct then allows you to take care of a lot of these problems. Now let's check research. So we have already lined up some crucial research, which is one, this will increase the number of patrols, and increasing that will actually help us to take care of the fire safety even further. Same thing goes for the night watch, which will increase the patrol, and the watchtowers, that will also help, and the repair crane. So these are the things which we want to essentially set up, and once those are done, our economy will be in much better place. Now, another way which we were exploring last time was to expand. So whenever you want to improve your income, best way is to increase the number of citizens on the island. So we have 88 population right now. We can try and improve this and see if we can earn more money. So in the previous game we had set up the governor villa, and you can see this radius is quite good. Now we have set up few production building here at the side. There's no need to immediately uh, move them, because we are not anyways going to expand this island a lot, but I would want to set up residential here. Now if residentials have to be set up here, then we need to move our woodcutter camp. There are two woodcutter camps here, so we should ideally move them out. Or the simpler way to do right now, and we can do all the moving later, is to just set up this place right now. As in whatever place we have, we can just set up more houses there, and that should then take care of our immediate need. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll extend these roads. I don't think we will be able to build many houses here, but let's see what we can build. So this should give us a grid of 4, which is not bad, and we can build here, but I think we'll leave that area as it is right now. We can then continue our grid of 6 here. This way we are able to expand our population here without really moving anything currently. Now this should increase the population, but I think we have taken care of enough resources to not really build something additional. We can maybe move it a bit here and add a road. We can also decorate it a bit, of course not much, but we can just put this here, and maybe we can add it here as well. So let's put a road first. And now we can fill this in. Okay, much better. We should also start looking at acquiring more specialists. So specialists help you by growing your economy, and but again you need to purchase those specialists, and that again needs more money. So now from 88 we've gone to 150, and we have just increased from 1100 to almost 1300. Now let's see in terms of needs, if all the needs are being taken care of, or if there is a shortage of something. So as you can see, we have sardines and tunics. These two will need to increase our production, and rest I think we are in a much better place. So sardines is something easy to set up. We can just set up one fishing hut to take care of it. So one thing you have to remember, so this is not connecting, by the way. So always extend the road so that these things are not a problem. This kind of looks bad, but I think it's fine as of now. So we are at 148 and let's check now. So always remember to select your island. Yeah, so everything apart from tunics is well set. So now for tunics, always set up the entire supply chain. So not only if you need tunics, not just by adding one more tunic, always set up the entire supply chain. So we will need one hem farm and one spinner in order to add tunic. So let's build it here so that it's still linking to the warehouse. These 7. Perfect. So that takes care of tunic, or rather that takes care of hem farm. Now we will build a spinner. So we can set up somewhere near our new houses. We already have one here. So we are getting income from that. So tunic gives you +1 income. Now one way can be you move certain houses. So let's say, so this looks like a good place, for example. But if you see the icons in gray, that means they will not give you income because the other spinner is already, it will not happen that if you have 2 spinners, you'll start getting double income from the same house. So main objective is to cover income from the houses which do not have the gray ones. So the green ones are the new houses which will get impacted by this. Now, if I build it here, then I'm missing on some houses. If I build it here, then I think it's a good coverage. And you can cover up some buildings on top as well. So let's move these 2 houses and instead we'll set up one spinner there. So let's see if we can move them here to the side and then set up your spinner here. So now that when I'm setting it up here, you can see 55 buildings are getting covered. So 55 plus income is huge. So this will help us add more income to our city. Now the main thing is if you've moved it this far, if the market need is being taken care of, it whether market reach is still there or not. So see tavern.
Small indulgences. You wouldn't want your citizens to wallow in misery, would you?
So lower happiness, I don't know where. I think on the main island. We'll check that soon. So there's a -31 fire safety now.
Is impressive, but a little consideration for aesthetics wouldn't go amiss.
Sure, Ben, we'll do that. So as I was saying, we are currently not, tavern is not reaching these set of buildings, and our market is also not reaching these set of buildings. So if we want to essentially expand this side, we need to set up those as well. So we'll start with a tavern and maybe we can club it with these houses here, and a market here should take care of everyone's need, and of course wrap around some roads so that it's well connected. I don't know why the roads are behaving a bit weirdly. Maybe it's because of the angles. Okay, so now if we click here, so entire population now has tavern and market access. So we have managed to go from somewhere around 1100 to 1300 just by increasing our population. We'll quickly check the charts again to see if everything is fine. So you can see there's nothing where slightly here for oats, but it's a very thin line. So your white line should never be more than your green line. So everywhere if you see, the green line is always more than the white line. Okay, -39 fire safety, maybe we can set up one vigil. So now vigil, ideally again you want a better coverage. but maybe here, even though it will not cover many buildings, but 44 is still good, I think. Or is there a better place? It's 53 here, which is significantly more. 57 affected buildings, and 56 here, which is not bad, honestly. We cannot anyways build any house here. I mean, we can build, but 56 here is not bad. So we can set up one here. So immediately our fire safety is at 70. Okay, so I think this island is good to go for some time. We'll switch back to our main island. Now our happiness is only plus 15, which is less, and fire safety is of course minus 416. So for happiness, of course, we have placed some buildings, which is your city watch, which increases your happiness by plus 2. So we do have a lot of them, but seems like it's not enough. There are too many transporters here, so let's quickly upgrade it. Always keep an eye on this icon, because then you can just upgrade your warehouse so that more goods can be, it's more smoother by the addition of more ramps. Okay. Have we done our research? Almost. Makes me wonder if we should do something about increasing the knowledge. So knowledge is generally coming from sanctuary. So let's check it actually. So if I go here, sanctuary gives plus 1 happiness and plus 2 belief. It is the grammaticus which gives plus 3 knowledge. Now grammaticus, we already have 2 on the island, as you can see, but I am thinking we should increase it. So maybe build it on top here. That will then help. So let's kill this road and build it here. Excellent. Now we have 3 of these, and from 700 we should now we are at 850. So that's nice. Let's see if we have any specialist. No. So whenever there's a festival, so festival happens when people are extremely happy. Definitely some unrest, up to 7 buildings there is an unrest, frequencies every 2 hours. We did have a festival where people were happy at one point, but right now it seems they are not happy. So is it worth adding some more? Oh, by the way, Medici is also unlocked, but if you see health wise, we are at 155. So we should not have much of a problem, and it anyways will take a lot of time to cover everything. I'm thinking we can maybe set up one, because the coverage of this is generally far more as opposed to your other buildings. So maybe we can set up one here which will have a good coverage. Or I think let's rather spend on custodian.
Ere?
Ben Balian escorts an equestrian woman and her teenage daughter into your protrium. Okay, this one full of some boy. So we'll allow her to marry. Okay, so there are benefits, and so if we force her to marry the senator, prestige is increased by 2, but happiness is reduced by 1, and that is something which we cannot do right now. Here the happiness is increased by 2, prestige is lost, it's fine.
Only time will tell.
We need the happiness to be increased. Excellent, look at this. Island happiness now is
Delightful.
plus 543. Wow. Okay. I did not know that these such events are so powerful. So I don't need to now build anything to take care of the happiness. So I was going to build Custodia. I think I can build one Medici now. It is something, it's better to have something rather than nothing. So let's build one. Okay, population wise, I think we need to start expanding a bit on Brixia because we are at 50 and 68. If we have to go to the next civilization, or rather next level after plebeians, then we definitely will need a lot more population. So the way I build this is, one way is you can just keep expanding here on the sides, because if you see, if this is my governor villa and if this is my circle, I definitely can build one more line here, which I think I'll do, so that we have an entire circle here. And once we have taken care of this area, we will then go to this area and develop one more mini city in a way. And then this mini city will again have these things at the center, so that everyone's need is well taken care of. So we have again dropped in terms of our income, but we are slowly but surely going towards the 90,000 that we need. And the trireme was also discovered, which is excellent. We can build our first Legio 2 with the help of this research. So, by the way, never create ships and military unnecessary, because without the need, because if you see the maintenance cost of this, so it will require 35 of your Libertas workforce, and it will take 70 per minute. So you're losing 70 per minute just by having one more trireme, right? One more naval ship. So if you don't need it, don't build it. But right now I want to undertake certain missions which help us earn money. So for example, if you go to this island and any of these islands, so this is Plebeian, so Plebeian has contracts available. So this is simply delivering of this, which will give us 1378. 1378 is not much high, not worth it rather. And if you check with
Sweet
Diana,
melon. I haven't slept for days.
9 soap will give us 4000. That's huge, right? We can easily give 9 soap and take this 4000. If we do this, we also get a specialist. So a lot of these, if you want to start carrying out these missions, you will actually need at least 3 to 4 naval ships, because without those ships, whenever the pirates will attack, you will lose your boats. So and we can only build one of this right now, because if you see, it requires 3 weapons. Now we have not set up weapon production as of now at all. So once I build this ship, let's first check how many weapons do we have, because initially the game gives you some amount of weapons. So we can just search for it rather than scrolling. So we have 22 weapons. That's great. So we can build a couple of ships and we can start taking these missions. So let's build 2 of these. Then we will essentially still have only 2, because you would want one ship to escort your new trade ship. So we'll make 4 and then we can start taking these missions. Okay, so you can see the balance is reducing, not good. But we can start expanding our city now, which can then help us get back that balance. So let's quickly check. So we can easily build a 6 layout. So let's copy an existing layout. And let's say here, let's check if it is, yeah, so it's well within the circle, and we can just expand here as well. So this way it's within the range of your villa.
One of your cities is at risk of a great fire.
Okay, so because we've added these new buildings, we are at risk of fire. It's gone beyond 500. Now this right about covers the circle, so I think there's no point building another here. But what we can do is we can quickly plop in this for our fire safety. And some wells as well. We've run out of timber.
The greater their devotion to Ceres, the more plentiful their yields.
We need timber. Yes, we've got timber, so we'll build one here. I wish there was, so there's one thing if I wanted, in this game, it would be indicators of where the fire safety is less or where my coverage is less. So it is a bit difficult to figure out, which are the buildings, for example, which are not getting any access to fire safety. So the only way I have right now is I can just click on these and see if if I have the entire coverage. But if there was some other way, it would have been helpful. It's again gone above 500. Okay, so we really need to check our coverage now, and if there is any area where we do not have fire safety. We have it here, I'm sure. So this is covering everything. Maybe we can put some wells as well. So well increases fire safety by +1. So this would increase for 3. So from 506, let's see, if I see 4 buildings with an arrow, does this become 502 after I put it? Oh, it's become even more, so it's become 500. And okay, so we have a ransom demand. Okay, so this is not a good time because our military is not ready, and 15,000 is the ransom demand, which will then bring in ceasefire. There can be land attacks as well, and we are definitely not ready for land attacks right now because we don't have any army. Naval attacks, we are already at war with him. So naval attack wise, I think we don't need to worry about it because so what happens is once you start trading, pirate ships basically start attacking your trade ships, and that's why you need a naval ship protecting your trade ship as well. Now in this particular case, if I don't pay the ransom, this will follow by a land attack, and I am sure I will lose more than 15,000. So as of now, I will have to pay the ransom because we are not ready in terms of our military population. But eventually, of course, the goal would be to get rid of all the pirates. But right now, we are still in stage of establishing our population. So we are at 1428 now because we've added these new houses, and we can in fact see if all of these can be upgraded. They can be apart from this one. Why? What's the problem here? So this house does not have market and tavern coverage. So makes sense. This is our market. These two houses don't have. And tavern is here. Just about. So these two houses are not getting the coverage, so we can either move these two houses here temporarily or build another set of market and So all of these buildings have consequences, right? So if I build a new market just to cover these two houses, I'm losing 10 denarii per minute, and this is 10, so 20, right? So the simpler way is you move them here. Of course, this will not look good, but you can always put in some decoration to kind of take care of it. Now we'll let it run for some time and see if they're getting all the needs.
I've not gone on
Yes.
days. More
Oh.
being cold.
So yes, it started filling here and it started filling here. So once it is done, we can essentially upgrade it. All right. 1431 is good. And once we upgrade these, I think we'll start getting a bit more as well. Oh, nice. So voluntary vigilance is going to, so we are at minus 496. Let's see if this improves. So voluntary vigilance was discovered. Does it not improve my fire safety? Okay, I'm surprised. What does it do then? I am surprised because I thought because there'll be one additional patrol which would happen, the fire safety will improve. Maybe it will take some time, not sure, but at least as of now that research seems to have done nothing. Because one additional patrol technically should give you more fire safety. All right. Let's see if we can upgrade all of these buildings now. Yes, we can. We have 19 timbers, so it will take some time. Excellent. So we have plus 60 now and 100 plebeians. So we can bring it till 30. And the reason we are increasing plebeians is because they give more income as compared to libertas. And of course, their needs are something which are not taken care 100% because we have to take care of their household need. Another way to, by the way, do this is you can simply import olive or directly olive oil, but of course there's a cost. So purchase price is 72. Now if I do this, immediately I'll start getting olive oil and I can then upgrade them to next level. But we don't want to take the easy shortcut. We want to actually
Before we judge,
make it
walk a
ourselves.
mile in someone else's sandals.
Fire safety is again gone high, and that's why I want to upgrade as soon as possible to the next level. Happiness is good because we have, oh, so I think, all right, okay, this makes more sense. So I have this -1 happiness and -1 fire safety for remaining 47 minutes. Because of this active effect, I am basically struggling with fire safety. This is good. It's reducing my upkeep cost by -30. So the 1500 income that I have will not remain at that as soon as this time is over. This is income +1. This is good. And this is the one which we did right now, which is +2 happiness but -1 prestige. Okay, makes much more sense because I remember fire safety being a concern, but even after building so many, I was like not sure why is it so bad. So can something be done further to reduce fire safety? I don't know. I'm actually losing a lot of money just on these vigils. Okay, so construction of our ship has completed. Now one simple thing we can do is, so Lupa, we can simply call it Latium Trade Ship 1. So it becomes easy for you to understand what it is. So it is in Latium and this is trade ship 1. And when you then jump to your trade routes, and this is your existing trade route, now you can add a ship to this route, and you can, so Industria is our naval ship and Latium trade ship 1 is the, so we can remove from trade route our flagship. So we'll remove this, and Latium trade ship 1 will basically start for doing the trade. So establish this trade route, but quickly
Neptune's finest. Ready.
click on this. So what I've done is I've given a escort order to my this ship Industria. So Industria is going to escort and take care of your trade ship, so that if there is any pirate attack, then it will essentially protect this, which means my flagship, which has 21 mackerels now and will bring those home, is now free.
Forward.
So I can then start taking up missions with my flagship if required. So you can see there are a lot of pirate ships. So you can see here.
Violence for violence. First and last
But I should have,
What troubles you?
so look at the naval power and defensive power that the pirates have. But
Where have all the heroes gone?
because we have paid ransom, they should not be coming and attacking us on the island. There will be time for that where we can start building our military, but again it's a huge expense and your economy needs to be in a very strong position in order to do that. Okay, so we have more timbers, that means we can upgrade more of these. Now this is a risk, I have over upgraded, so only plus 19 Libertas workforce. You can always downgrade these, but I want to avoid that. So for example, I prefer to keep this at plus 30. The reason is if there is a fire which breaks out, because there's a high chance of massive fire can break out anywhere, we will lose lot of our buildings. Now let's go to planning mode. Planning mode is excellent in this game because it helps you set up things easily. So let's say I want to build, so there's a limit on only one villa can actually be built. So yeah, maybe not this way, but yeah, maybe we can build up a sanctuary, and let's click planning mode. So what we want to do is we want to establish one entire mini city here, and at the heart of it can actually be your sanctuary and grammaticus, correct? So that's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it is thinking that this entire circle is only going to be my plebeians and the next civilization we have. So they will be here, and all my Libertas workforce will actually be here. Now if you think of it that way, then you don't need to worry about much, because market and tavern is something which you're going to need in multiple places, right? So night watch was discovered, and research wise we have one more we added in terms of petrol, but okay. So how do we go about it? I am thinking we can simply start building some houses and imagine a circle being built around here. Can be a square as well. So let's see. We can go planning mode. So Libertas residence planning mode, and we do, let's actually first build a road so it gives us a sense of the center. Now I think, yeah, I think this is a good center. So let's go long. Imagine this like a highway, and I think can this, no, it's cutting there. I think this looks like the center. So this is a river slot. It doesn't matter. So can build one here. Okay. And if I have to make it a square, now of course you must be thinking, why am I wasting money here in building road? But it helps you to plan better. It helps you to lay the structure first, and you can get your money back if you delete anything in this game. So that's a good thing. You don't need to worry much about it. Okay. So if this is how I have built it, now let's start building. Sorry, misclick. Libertas residence, and let's not be in planning mode. Okay, let's start with 6 and we'll make a road around it. Okay, that gives us plus 23, and now we'll start replicating this. So we can have 3 here, and we can have 3 here. Alright, this looks nice. We will of course need market. Now we don't have timber for that, so we'll need market, and we'll need 2 taverns actually. So we'll build one here, and we'll build one here. Taverns generally does not have a good coverage. Market has a, we did a research which allows us to do much more in terms of market. So this is not good at all. Minus 710. Yeah, we are in a pickle because of that. We are waiting for this effect to go. Essentially 37 more minutes, and these are actual 37 minutes, not the game minutes. Yeah, I am expecting one huge fire to happen, which will then be a problem, but we do have our vigils, and you can see there are 3 vigils now. Response range 30, response time 55 seconds. So yeah, vigils should take care of the fire, but if we don't have fire in first place, it's always good. Okay, we have some timber, so let's go ahead and set up our market first, and we need to wait for more timber. So expanding more essentially is increasing the fire risk more and more, but as soon as this Pax Rhetorica active effect is gone.
Construction of a ship has finished.
Alright, so
What could you possibly require?
where is a flagship? So let's transfer this. We transferred it, and let's send our flagship here.
Time flies, as do we.
Can we build one more? No, we need timber, but yeah. Once we have timber, we can build one more. I want 4 of these before I start taking missions for money. So some of the missions many times are not worth it. I think there was one mission for some 9 soap we were getting 4,000. I think that would have refreshed now. So this is 6 sales for 2,000. That's excellent. And that's just delivery, so there's no time limit for that. So we can easily do this. And the only thing why it's risky is because it will be going through the route of pirates. So Diana Lighthouse is here, you have pirates in between, and you have us here.
Did you know the procurator's first name is Fabius? His grandfather was an African beastmaster. Can you imagine?
We don't have, okay, so this is a delivery, which is again 2,000, not great. 21 sardines, 2,000 is okay, honestly. And this actually is the difficulty level, I think.
One of your cities is at risk of a great fire.
Yes, I know, Ben, thank you. So, yeah, okay, how do I go back? Did I take that contract? Oh, okay, all right. We might as well fulfill that because I've taken it by mistake. So 21 sardines we need to deliver here, which we can easily do. So what we'll do is we will give this control group 2, and or rather let me actually give this island control group 2. Now my control group 1 is basically the trading post on Brixia. My control group 2 is my trading post on Tabula Rasa. So how you give a control group is you do control and then you press a number. So if I press 1, it will go here. Now for our ships, we can give them control group 3, so that when you quickly want to jump to your ship, you can then simply easily click 3 and you can reach there. So we'll go here, we'll collect some sardines. So 21 sardines to be precise, and we will deliver it to Valeria's lighthouse. Okay. Again, fire safety can't do much. We are very close to 90,000, which is excellent. Why we need 90,000? Just a reminder, we need to capture this island, which will give us raisin and olive, and that will then help us take care of all the needs of our plebeian population, and we can then go to the next level in terms of our civilization. If you have any doubts, any comments, please do mention it in the chat. Okay, I forgot to build this. Let's build this. All right, and let's actually build a. So watchtower we can build now, which is good, which will increase happiness by +1. We don't need it as of now. We can build one vigil here. This will take care of fire safety here in this area. Improves it a bit, not by much, but essentially if there is any fire here, at least you will have someone responding very quickly. All right, so our ships are here, and we need, oh, we have only 4. Let's take 4. Now we need to wait till we get 21. And always keep checking this screen. This statistic of production is extremely important. So you can see here if you are going short on anything. Sardines, surprisingly, we are short because, so as you scale the population, as you build more buildings, then obviously if you have 100 goods which are consumed by, let's say, 100 houses, and you build 50 more houses, you will need 50 more goods, for example, correct? So whenever you're building new houses, you will then need to scale up your production as well. So in this case, we need sardines and we need tunics. So sardines is easy to set up. We can simply go here and set up one more fishing hut. And tunics, we again need to set up the entire production. So we'll need hemp farm and we'll need a spinner. Do we have space here? I don't think so, because we need charcoal here. Repair crane is done, that's good. Repair cranes are helpful to fix your ship, but yeah, as of now we don't need it immediately. Shrine can be created, but it needs 5 cement, and cement you only get as a production option for the next year. We are only at brick and we are at only at plebeians right now, so that will not be unlocked. Okay, have we got more sardines? No, so this will take some time. Will take some time. Let's set up the spinner, and so hemp farm we can build it here because we're building all farms here. So somewhere around here it should help. Perfect. And you can always then immediately have a road here. Let's make it straight first. We don't need to close it essentially because another farm can easily come here. So we have set up hemp farm, and what we need now is the spinner, which of course has a +1 income. So you would ideally want to have it set up somewhere where you can get some money. And this should be good enough, so we'll set it up. So let's see. So this gives 29 houses, and this is also 29 houses. You can rotate it by pressing full stop. I think we'll set it up here. Or we can set up here, and later on we'll set up one more here. So that should also work. Okay, so that should take care of. So remember always to click on your city, because otherwise it shows you the combined. So for Brixia, yeah, tunics, it's not there yet because we are just about set. We've just set it up. Porridge is slightly less, but we can build it. So for porridge you need oat farm, so we can set it up here. Just have to check if warehouse coverage is there. Yes, just about. And we can then set up oat farms here. Oh, this is a problem. So we only have area for 60. That means we'll have to remove some part of this road. This is 73, and another way you can just use this area essentially, but it's okay, we'll keep it simple. So we'll build it here, and road we'll figure out when we expand here. Okay, so we have set that up, and porridge stand. Oh, we'll have to build a warehouse also there. So porridge stand maybe we can build up here. So the reason I'm leaving a gap between is you want to continue this road up ahead. We'll need warehouse, so we'll build one here and connect this as well. Always connect these roads before you put in trees, because later you will have to delete a tree in order for that road to be. So if there is a tree which is built here, you cannot build a road on top of it. You'll have to first delete the tree and then only you can build a road. So I'm thinking maximum this will come like this. All right, that's good circle. We can then start going up ahead as well. So this is still not enough. Let's upgrade these as well. All right, 56, and let's see what we can actually put in. Can we put in a park? So we have flower bed, statues, hedges, stone wall, special, nothing much. Ground patterns. I think flower bed is the best as of now. So we can maybe have flower beds here. And so each flower bed, let's see what it does. It just does it even do anything? Doesn't. Just the visual approach, I guess. In the previous Anno games, we used to have it improved one characteristic in the city, which I'm not sure which one. Oh, we have reached 90,000. Excellent. All right, so we'll quickly put something here. Sculpture, not really. Small shrub. Yeah. Not sure if it is looking good. Okay. All right, we'll deal with this later. Now we are at 92. Do we have the sardines? No. The sardines is going to take some time, I think. So meanwhile, we can take timber and establish the new island. Do we have timber? We have less timber as well. We don't need much, honestly. I think once we have 20, we can just take it and go. So we can take tiles, we have plenty. So 50 tiles. And timber we have 19. As soon as we have 20, I think that should be sufficient. All right. So we have, oh, I did not take 20. So we have 20 timber and we have 50 tiles, and sardine we don't have surplus as of now. So we'll press 3 to select our ships, and we'll send them to the new island. First, let's get the sense of, yeah, so that is our island. Now a shore here should be much better facing our island. All right, I'm excited. So finally we have 95. Good buffer as well. So 90,000 will be required to capture this island, which should then help us set up raisin and olive. And that should help us take care of all our plebeians need. 20 more minutes to take care of this Pax Rhetorica, and then our fire safety should be much better. We in fact will, I think, delete some of these fire safety buildings because we have too many. I think we are losing a lot of money on these buildings. So yeah, we are good to go in all statistics. We are importing mackerel and amphorae and olive oil. I don't know why it shows -2. Is it like we have set up 4 production for mackerel? So I'm not sure why it says -2, because should be more than sufficient. All right. What next? Oh, we are reached. So let's set it up here. 90,000 bill trading post, and tax per minute will be 100. So we are at 1650. Now this becomes 1550. But we have captured a new island. It's called Fermium. Weird name, but okay. So Fermium is now established. Now that I think about it, I think setting it up here would have been much better. Can I move it? Let's see. Can I move this and put it here? I can. I love this game for that. So this needs to go in water. Although it will be facing towards the pirates. Is there any other opening? I have one here which is also facing upwards. Nothing here. I think safety wise this will be much safer, I feel, than this. This will be much open to attack, but better area to expand. So I think let's set it up here. Okay. Let's quickly build our basic structure and set up the population here. We need to set up raisin. We can take center as this. And this way. Okay, and of course we should have one more road. We have nothing on research. Okay, we need to select that first. So I think let's focus on military now. What we need to do is, so for example, if you if you create a wall, now wall has an upkeep. It's not like you've built it and that's it taken care of. It has an upkeep. So this research reduces it by 30%, and this gives you an option of encampment, which is the most useful. So soldiers use it as a place of rest, but it heals you when you are out of it heals you if you are outside of combat, and it also reduces the workforce requirement. So let's take this and what does this do? This knowledge area effect. Oh, that's excellent. Building near your spinners will produce knowledge. Wow. Income area +3. Excellent. Although fish market, you really don't have many buildings near that. It's fine. Okay. So we'll let these get done first. And let's send our ship back. Sorry, we'll send our ships here to see if sardines are still less. It's quite surprising. I think we can build one more Let's check statistics again for Vixia and how we are doing on sardines. So building wise, we are at 100%. We are producing more than the need. Quite weird. Alright. So we have 20 wood here, which is not going to be enough. And if you have to set up, I think we can set up our woodcutter camp here. So let's say here we'll have a road. We can just have a sawmill right beside it. We'll keep it at 1 as of now. Don't want to over expand it. And we of course need to build some houses. So let's have our grid created. And we'll copy this. So we don't need many people here, but at least I think 2 should be enough. Okay. And of course you need to take care of all their needs. So we'll have to do that. So fishing hut, that's the easiest to set. And then we'll need oat farm. Let's complete the road here. Let's go up. Nice. So we can maybe, yeah. Where should we put up oat farm? I think that's a good area. We'll go tall. Weird. One less for some reason. Actually, no, this is not looking good. First, we'll cover the top area. 68, and we'll cover a bit more. Yeah. Okay, because we're going to need hemp farm as well, so we build up oats. Let's set up hemp farm as well, and similarly cover up this area. We'll cover this first and then perfect. Oh, this looks nice. So these two are done. Now forage stand. And spinner. We'll need a market. Market can come here, and tavern can come here. Not much headroom, but oh yeah, this will need a warehouse as well. So warehouse as usual can come here. This way your buildings are not overloaded, or your dock is not overloaded. So then these can actually start using this warehouse. Alright, so we don't have timber. We do have warehouse now. Missing goods should soon come from here to here. And then we'll build these up. Population wise, I think yeah, we'll need more. So let's copy this and we'll build this here. All right, that looks good. We just have to wait for timber. I'm thinking, should I? Why not actually? Let's add one more woodcutter camp. I think this should still reach. Oh, it's like, yeah, I think this should still reach the trading post. Does it? It does. Great. So this is set. That means we need one more sawmill. Let's remove the spanning mode. And are we eating into any trees? We are not. Great. So that scales up our timber production. So we have two sets. I think we'll need charcoal later maybe, but as of now we don't need it. So farms are set, timber is set. Let's first set up tavern needs 5, market needs 5. Okay, this will take some time. Let's head back to our ships.
Neptune's finest! Ready!
Do we have sardines? Are still less. I'm thinking we'll drop that mission. Yeah, let's abort the contract. Misclicked it anyways. Can I produce more ships? I can. Let's build one more. Once we have 4 ships, then we can start taking these missions. We should actually start buying specialist as well. So specialist, if you see, so this is where you get the contract. So this has some, you have to deliver these crates to some location, which is fine. But if you click here,
Jupiter, what time is it?
so offers is, this is what she is offering. So lavender, timber and tiles, and these are the requests. Now these are permanent. So you see the selling price of 120,109, right? So these are the requests. That means she will purchase these from you at these costs. And there's something called items. Now items has these specialists. So hit point of your ship will increase by 20% if you have this person as your captain. Productivity is increased by 10% if you have this, and that is for sail makers and sail. So always remember that. So this doesn't mean productivity 10% for all buildings. This is specifically for sail makers and sails chain. This is 110,000 because your fire safety, oh, this is huge. Fire safety is plus 1.8. I wonder why it says military. Okay. And then you have this option of reroll, which will cost you 5,000 denarii. I don't generally there's no need to re-roll unless you have like millions of denarii. So you can just wait for it to new items will come, and you have these options with all the traders. So if you go to Plebeian and you click
People
here,
come here to live a little, just
so
like
let's
before
see,
the eruption.
captain, trade price is reduced and damage slow down. Health is increased by plus 0.16. This is a good one, and it's cheap as well, 2.8. So this is specifically to writing tablets, so this is not that helpful. And this is sardine chain. Oh, interesting. So productivity of sardines will increase by
The
plus
food
10.
of Latium, fast or slow, can be enjoyed at its best in Plebeian.
So how this will work? Let me actually explain how this will work. So if I buy this person netter for 3000, right? Now let's go back to our main island. Now my sardines are being produced here in fishing hut, correct? Now if I have now, but you need to put specialists somewhere, correct? So currently the specialists are in your governor villa. A governor villa has only this much range, correct? Now if for example I buy this physician who has a health of plus 0.6, now this is a good deal because here immediately I can start reaping rewards because I just need to buy and add her here. I already have her in fact, you can see, but they will stack. So I have plus 0.6 already for all the residents here. But if I buy the other one for sardines, for that I will need to essentially have this, which is a permit to add one more building. So Governor Villa is only one on the island. That means all the benefits only will be in this area. If I have this unlocked, where is this? Yeah. So accommodate specialists in your city allows you to build one more officium on your island. So let's add that to our queue. So what this essentially does is I can then set up the new building, that is this building, officium, here, and then anything in this area, then I can have trade associated specialist who can then give me the rewards. So that's how it works. Now currently, because we already have the physician, we don't need another physician, and because I still don't have officium, we don't need to buy the other one. But let's because that will boost your sardines productivity by 10%. All right. Do we have more sardines? No. So one way is as soon as sardines come, we can actually take it, but we've dropped that anyways. We dropped that mission. So we'll wait for new mission to come, which is much more beneficial to us. So let's check. This will come in 14 minutes. And let's see if there's any contract here. 2 sales for 1400. No, so none of these trips are worth. So if there's something 4000 maybe, then we can go, but all these offers are like pretty bad. Then you can have offers with your allies as well. So let's check how Paragon has built his stuff. All right, that's interesting. So he has walled his city.
Peace and protection is what these people crave.
So as I was saying, that these walls take huge amount of money. It's not like you build it once and you're done with. They need maintenance every minute, so you lose a lot of money there. But it looks good for sure.
Only the humble retreats of our countrymen.
So we don't have the trading rights with any of these. So if we improve our relationship with them in terms of
What news from the
diplomacy,
provinces? Any new conquests?
so we are at peace with all of them, but we have not signed any treaty with them. So you can see he has better naval power.
You're in the market for livers, Saranitu. We've got
It
a
says
few
we have
spare.
better defensive power for some
Fresh.
reason. Not sure why. Economic. Oh,
Oh,
economic
let me
power is
see.
better. Prestige also is better. So in all
Present.
aspect,
These
Paragon
are
is
sheep
doing
or
better.
goat. Who did you take these from?
Same thing
Don't
here.
worry. They aren't using them.
All right. Let's go back to our new island. Actually, let me rename this to Control Group 3. And that would mean our ships will have to be Control Group 4. So, where are our ships? Here. So, this will have to be Control Group. Okay. All right. So, let's go and see if we can build these. So another way of doing it is you can press U and just upgrade it. Great. So now that the basic structure is set up in this, we can start building the main thing which we captured this island for, which is raisin and olive. If you have any questions, then please do add that in the chat. So I think for today we'll pause here and we'll save the game. So just a quick recap. What we did in today's mission was our aim was to get 90,000 denarii, which we managed to get, and we captured the new island, and we have set up the basic needs of the citizens there, and we will soon start producing raisin and olive, and that should then take care of all the needs that we have for our plebeians workforce, and we can finally upgrade and go to the next level. So a lot of things we were able to do in this mission, and thank you for joining the stream, and I hope you liked it. Do follow my new channel, and I need 25 followers to go to the next level. So if you're watching this and you have not followed yet, then do follow my channel. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day.